Steady smoothing, y'all stir up around the edges. Never sell my soul to something simply just to take your pledges. I'm a monster in this game, you recognize me as a savage. I'm a straight cold player, bring that funk like Lenny Kravitz. Call me Rebel Underground, 902 party bringer. Not a gas slinger, multi-million rhyme crime singer. I'm a real thinker, test me one-on-one and I can wing up from the...
So I guess basically I'd have to say that that's my biggest gripe with the hip-hop game right now, is that every cat is just sounding the same. I mean, there's always been cats that have been, you know, the same type of genre, the same type of sound, but not implicate each other exactly the same way. Like you had even cats that work together, like say Wu-Tang Clan, Mobb Deep, Capone and Noriega. They all worked together. They all did basically the same type of hip-hop music. But you could differentiate between, you know, the three groups. They didn't all sound the same. But nowadays, everybody's trying to sound Southern, basically, is the thing that really gets to me. No, not really. I mean, honestly, the Southern thing to me, it just really ain't doing nothing for me. It's all the same. It's all the same sound. The 200-mile-an-hour hi-hats, just the hypey, everybody trying to sound. I don't know. It all sounds the same to me. There's just nothing about it that really appeals to me in any way. It's just not my thing. I mean, I'm not trying to diss on anybody. My thing, honestly, growing up was West Coast rap. And being from the East Coast of Canada, that's a little strange, but I kind of grew into the East Coast sound. I became a big, I don't hate to fall back on the same cats again, but Mobb Deep, huge Mobb Deep fan. But again, the West Coast cats, I love it. Technique, love Technique. It's one of my favorites. He's through the whole Snoop, Mac 10 game phase, the Dynamic Certified, don't matter. Technique's always on the top of my list. So that's definitely where I'm at. My message, geez, whew. The message in a lot of my music is obviously very politically charged. I pay attention to a lot of political things. I pay attention to a lot that's happening in the world anyway, not just politically, but just anything that catches my eye. I'm an avid reader. I don't like just listening to music that's kind of mindless. I don't like, you know, bling bling, show me the money, show me the bitches. That's not what I'm about. I'm about learning, I'm about education. That's what I'm about. And my daughter, of course. I gotta have that in there. No, it really is. It's really hard to get your message across nowadays because, you know, you have to actually have open-minded people. And most people these days are just, they have their ideas set in their head and that's it. That's how it's going to be. To try to, I don't want to say manipulate, but to try to actually talk somebody sensibly and have them actually listen to what you're saying and actually, you know, absorb it and take it in is really hard. You can put whatever you want in your music. I say exactly how I feel in all my songs. My songs, like I said, they're more politically charged, they're more, you know, real life based. It's reality rap is what it is. My rap is not anything to do with cars, money, women, you know, that's not what I'm about. But like I say, to actually have somebody listen to all the lyrics and actually absorb it, have it all in the brain, yeah, it's nearly impossible. It just doesn't happen nowadays. It just doesn't. You know, people are so thick-headed. I don't know if it's, you know, if the thought of being naive is sexy in some way. Do you know what I mean? It's trendy, so that's what people are going to do. No, I don't want to hear it. I hear what you're saying. I don't want to hear it. That's not what I want to hear. I have my ideals set in my brain, and that's it. That's how it's going to be. And honestly, it's pretty frustrating. It's really frustrating. And what can you do? I mean, you can talk someone's ear off, but you have to have them listen. You have to have them actually want to learn and to actually want to know what you're talking about. You can't just walk up to somebody or give somebody your record and say, here, listen to this, and actually expect them to really, really listen to it. And that's the problem nowadays. I mean, you have so many shows, like you have the Alex Jones show and his new InfoWars Nightly News. You have stuff like that. You have all these actual non-mainstream media factions now that are actually preaching the truth. And I mean, he reaches millions of people, but do these people really hear it all? That's what bothers me. Because I mean, I watch and I listen. I really listen, and I listen to it and I research it, and then, you know, some of it seems even a little bit too out there for me. But you have to, you know, when you look it up yourself, it's totally different because you see, okay, he's talking about this and it's true, and everything he says is true 99% of the time. And that's the same kind of stuff that I try to bring in my music, stuff that's, you know, mind expanding. I don't want to just talk about the mindless stuff like everybody else. It just leaves you numb, the mundane. It gets on my nerves. And that's, I mean, sooner or later, people are going to start learning. And people are catching on. People aren't stupid. Like I said, I don't know if it's just that naive's being trendy, but people are starting to smarten up, and it's a good thing because, like, you see the Occupy Wall Street now. it's a good. It's getting better. I like it.
I could not care less what you say, could not care less about what you do. But if you get into my way, you don't want to know what I would do. I do my own thing every day, I always try to keep it true. But if you get into my way, clear out my lane, I'll bust you through.